Hi guys, it's Dave from Daiwei Queen here. Please subscribe to my videos and my channel. And today I'm going to talk about ways to get your mind into your hands when you're practicing the form. Now, I'm talking about Siu Nim Tau, but equally applies to Chum Q, Bill G, even the dummy. The idea for this came to me from a good friend and legendary Kung Fu master, Frederick Mo, who now lives in New Zealand but's trained under Chu Shong Tin since a long time ago. I think definitely early 60s, but perhaps even the 50s. Anyway, Sibak, the first time I met him, gave me an idea. He said, the palm is our main weapon. People tend to think of the fist as what we hit with, but the palm's the main weapon. He said, put your mind in your palm, imagine a ball of energy in your palm, and just move that. And I was surprised. We were doing a force testing exercise for Siu Nim Tau, which I'll talk about in other videos, ways to test your forms. But somebody was resisting me, and I found that just by putting my mind in my palm, and Sibak said, don't think about anything else, don't think about your elbow, your shoulder, your back, anything else, just relax, put your mind in your palm and move that ball of energy. And to my surprise, it worked like a dream. And my partner said, gee, that was incredibly powerful and I really didn't feel much. So I kept trying that, and as I always do, I wrote that little lesson into my red and black books. I drew some pictures, and that's several years ago now. And since that time, I've always tended to think about balls of energy in my hands. And one day, I came up with an idea, sort of almost by accident. I picked up some soft kids' soccer balls and tried doing the form of that, and it worked really well. So I went out and got myself these balls, which are actually water bombs. And you're supposed to fill them up and throw them at people in summer with water. I also found these have become a bit hard to get. I'm waiting for summer to come. But these are just sort of light foam play balls. Really anything will do that'll fit your palm, and the reason I like these best is because they're sort of almost not there. So I'll just show you how to do it. Basically, just hold them in your palms. There's a couple of benefits to this. As soon as you've got them in your hands, you'll find that your mind's really aware of them. So as you start the form, just totally relax your body and don't use any force. Just bring those balls up, just feel them come up, around and back. And obviously there's going to be parts of the form where normally you have your fingers straight, but it doesn't really matter. You can do that if you want like that. The main thing is just that feeling in the hands. So measure out. I find that as I do the form, because I have balls in both hands, I don't forget the other one when I'm doing one. So as I'm coming out here with the first punch, I can still feel this. So in a simple way, it just helps you not forget your other side, which is a big part of Wing Chun, a big part of the right way to think. And from there, you just go through the form. Do it a few times. Just relax and just move that ball. And something I'm really big on is do Kung Fu by not doing Kung Fu. That sounds pretty zen and weird and contradictory, but I found if you can just think about moving these balls in space with correct form, just think about you're just moving balls, which literally you are. And then you'll feel very relaxed doing that. And that's one of the keys of Wing Chun, is to, even against a lot of pressure, feel as if you're just moving your arms in the air. It's effortless. Meanwhile, just keep your body normal. Just stand. Not doing anything unusual. Okay, so that's basically it. So give it a go, and then after you've done it, do it a couple of times to get used to it. Just imagine they're in your hands. And I have no trouble feeling them there. Still in my hands. And essentially what happens is you do start to feel energy in your hands. Balls of energy. And I'll talk more about that. Anyway, thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe. Like my video if you liked it. Comment below, but don't be too mean. And I'll see you again.